Did you know that Canada's first capital was in Ottawa? In fact, Canada had several capitals before settling on the city we know today. But if we're talking about the first capital of the province of Canada, the answer is Kingston, Ontario. Back in 1841, the colonies of Upper Canada and Lower Canada were united to form the province of Canada. A new government needed a place to meet, and Kingston was chosen as the very first capital. At the time, Kingston seemed like the perfect choice. It sat on the shores of Lake Ontario, near the entrance to the St. Lawrence River. This strategic location made it easier to defend against potential attacks from the United States, especially since memories of the War of 1812 were still fresh. Kingston was also located roughly between the English-speaking population of Upper Canada and the French-speaking population of Lower Canada. Leaders hoped it could serve as a compromise between the two regions. From 1841 to 1844, politicians gathered in Kingston to debate the future of the young province. The city's old hospital building was converted into the first Parliament building. But there was a problem. Many lawmakers complained that Kingston was too small and lacked the infrastructure expected of a capital city. The city didn't have enough office space, accommodations, or the prestige associated with a national center of power. As a result, the capital began to move. The government relocated to Montreal in 1844. After political unrest led to the burning of the Parliament building in Montreal in 1849, the capital continued to change locations. For years, it alternated between Toronto and Quebec City, creating instability and confusion. Eventually, the leaders decided they needed a permanent solution. In 1857, Queen Victoria was asked to choose a final capital for the province of Canada. She selected Ottawa. At the time, many people were surprised by the decision. Ottawa was a small lumber town, but it offered several advantages. It was farther from the American border, making it more secure, and it lay on the boundary between English and French Canada. When the country officially became the Dominion of Canada in 1867, Ottawa remained the capital, and it still holds that title today. So, while millions of Canadians recognize Ottawa as the nation's capital, few realize that the journey started in Kingston. For just 3 years, this historic city became the political heart of a young Canada, taking its first steps toward nationhood. And that raises an interesting question. If Kingston had remained the capital, how different would Canada look today?